What does the word missing make you think?
Makes me think of the emotions of missing, the feeling of a void and of an emptiness and a yearning for something. It's full of sadness and nostalgia, mostly missing things from the past. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. I've got another question for you. That is, what do you think the world? What do you think the world would be like if we never missed anything?
We wouldn't feel the depth of emotion that we do feel. If we didn't miss people, we wouldn't also have the opposite emotion of joy when we meet them. If we didn't miss certain things, we wouldn't appreciate them fully when we do have them, I think. So I think we would experience less emotion, less sadness, it's true, but also less joy. The highs and lows of emotions, I think. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Tell me, what would the word missing look like if it had a shape?
If it had a shape, the M of missing would be at the top, and it would be a vertical word. And the M would start at the top in a big letter M, and then the I underneath would be slightly smaller, and then the other letters towards the bottom would be smaller, and they'd all be grey coloured. And then the whole background would be grey, so it'd be like a grey, long rectangle with a big M of missing at the top and a small G at the bottom, showing how the emotions become frozen and to show yearning, I think, and emptiness. Emptiness.
Yeah, it's interesting. If missing was a person, what would it say to you?
That was a very interesting question. I'd like to think that it would offer advice about if you missed a person in particular. I'd like to think it offered advice about remembering the happy times. If it was missing a situation, I'd like to think it would offer advice about putting that behind you and trying to move on, move forward. The expression, it's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all, I think sums up what missing is all about. If you never miss anybody or anything, you've never really experienced the depth of emotion of liking or loving that thing or that person or that situation. I'd like to think it would offer advice. If missing was a person, it would offer you some advice to help.
Yeah, I agree then. The final question is, was there a time in your life you missed the most, and why?
Yes, funnily enough, it's a very, very long time ago, but the time in my life I missed the most was when I was 19, and it was in between finishing school but before going to university, and I went travelling in Australia. And it was most definitely the happiest time of my life. I had about 6 or 7 months working and travelling in Australia with 3 other girls the same age as me, and we had our futures organised because we all had places at university, but we were travelling and enjoying an entirely new experience with no responsibility. It was the happiest time of my life. I think if I miss a time rather than a person, it would be that time when I was 19.